In today's video, we are going to explore best endearing and adoring Mother's Day quotes. Let's get started. A child's first teacher is its mother. A mother is not a person to lean on, but a person to make leaning unnecessary. A mother is one to whom you hurry when you are troubled. A mother is she who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take. A mother is the truest friend we have, when trials heavy and sudden fall upon us, when adversity takes the place of prosperity, when friends desert us, and when trouble thickens around us, still will she cling to us, and endeavor by her kind precepts and counsels to dissipate the clouds of darkness, and cause peace to return to our hearts. A mother's arms are made of tenderness and children sleep soundly in them. A mother's arms are more comforting than anyone else's. A mother's love is the sun for growing, the moon for dreaming, the stars for guiding the way. A mother's happiness is like a beacon, lighting up the future but reflected also on the past in the guise of fond memories. A woman of faith with praise on her lips and joy in her heart, my beautiful mom. Acceptance, tolerance, bravery, compassion. These are the things my mom taught me. All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Being a full-time mother is one of the highest salaried jobs since the payment is pure love. Being a mom has made me so tired. And so happy. Being a mother is an attitude, not a biological relation. Biology is the least of what makes someone a mother. For every dream that has taken flight, there's a mother who believed. For when a child is born, the mother also is born again. God could not be everywhere, and therefore he made mothers. Grandma always made you feel she had been waiting to see just you all day, and now the day was complete. Grandmothers always have time to talk and make you feel special. I don't think of myself as a terribly confident person. But I have a survival mechanism that was instilled in me by my mother. I know what it is like to be brought up with unconditional love. In my life, that came from my grandmother. I realized when you look at your mother, you are looking at the purest love you will ever know. I remember my mother's prayers, and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. I think every working mom probably feels the same thing. You go through big chunks of time where you're just thinking, this is impossible. Oh, this is impossible. And then you just keep going, and you sort of do the impossible. I want my children to have all the things I couldn't afford. Then, I want to move in with them. I would say that my mother is the single biggest role model in my life, but that term doesn't seem to encompass enough when I use it about her. She was the love of my life. If evolution really works, how come mothers only have two hands? If I have done anything in life worth attention, I feel sure that I inherited the disposition from my mother. If nothing is going well, call your grandmother. It may be possible to gild pure gold, but who can make his mother more beautiful? It's not easy being a mother. If it were easy, fathers would do it. Life began with waking up and loving my mother's face. Life doesn't come with a manual, it comes with a mother. Love as powerful as your mother's for you leaves its own mark. To have been loved so deeply will give us some protection forever. Making the decision to have a child is momentous. It is to decide forever to have your heart go walking around outside your body. Mama was my greatest teacher, a teacher of compassion, love, and fearlessness. If love is sweet as a flower, then my mother is that sweet flower of love. Moms give us the blessing of belonging. Most mothers are instinctive philosophers. Mother is the heartbeat in the home, and without her, there seems to be no heart throb. Mother is the name for God in the lips and hearts of little children. Mother's love is bliss, is peace, it need not be acquired, it need not be deserved. If it is there, it is like a blessing, if it is not there it is as if all the beauty had gone out of life. Motherhood is the biggest gamble in the world. It is the glorious life force. It's huge and scary, it's an act of infinite optimism. Motherhood is the greatest thing and the hardest thing. Motherhood, all love begins and ends there. Mothers and their children are in a category all their own. There's no bond so strong in the entire world. No love so instantaneous and forgiving. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children because they are more certain they are their own. Mothers are like glue. Even when you can't see them, they're still holding the family together. Mothers can forgive anything. Tell me all, and be sure that I will never let you go, though the whole world should turn from you. My grandmother is my angel on earth. My mom is a hard worker. She puts her head down and she gets it done. And she finds a way to have fun. She always says, happiness is your own responsibility. That's probably what I quote from her and live by the most. My mom is the greatest mom in the whole wide world. She's done everything for me to make my dreams come true. My mother had a slender, small body, but a large heart, a heart so large that everybody's joys found welcome in it, and hospitable accommodation. My mother has always been my emotional barometer and my guidance. I was lucky enough to get to have one woman who truly helped me through everything. My mother is everything to me. She's my anchor, she's the person I go to when I need to talk to someone. She is an amazing woman. My mother was my role model before I even knew what that word was. My mother was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. All I am I owe to my mother. I attribute my success in life to the moral, intellectual and physical education I received from her. Only mothers can think of the future because they give birth to it in their children. Over the years, I learned so much from Mom. She taught me about the importance of home and history and family and tradition. She also taught me that aging need not mean narrowing the scope of your activities and interests or a diminution of the great pleasures to be had in the everyday. She raised us with humor, and she raised us to understand that not everything was going to be great, but how to laugh through it. Sometimes the strength of motherhood is greater than natural laws. That best academy, a mother's knee. The best place to cry is on a mother's arms. The heart of a mother is a deep abyss at the bottom of which you will always find forgiveness. The influence of a mother in the lives of her children is beyond calculation. The mother's heart is the child's schoolroom. The natural state of motherhood is unselfishness. There were times when, in middle school and junior high, I didn't have a lot of friends. But my mom was always my friend. Always. There's no way to be a perfect mother and a million ways to be a good one. There's nothing like your mother's sympathetic voice to make you want to burst into tears. To describe my mother would be to write about a hurricane in its perfect power. Or the climbing, falling colors of a rainbow. We are born of love, love is our mother. Whatever else is unsure in this stinking dunghill of a world, a mother's love is not. When you are a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother always has to think twice, once for herself and once for her child. When you look into your mother's eyes, you know that is the purest love you can find on this earth. When your mother asks, "Do you want a piece of advice?" it is a mere formality. It doesn't matter if you answer yes or no. You're going to get it anyway. You instantly become less selfish. You can't be the biggest person in the world anymore, they are. Motherhood really grounds you. Youth fades, love droops, the leaves of friendship fall, a mother's secret hope outlives them all. Please let us know your favorite quotes about these best endearing and adoring Mother's Day quotes in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.